Okay, so please introduce yourself.
So my name is Teo. I'm 33 years old and I've been living in Japan for the past 11 years. I work as a consultant for the government, the Japanese government, and for like some private investors and companies. And I help them to invest in early stage startups or like other type of projects.
In your opinion, what's the most important quality you want to live alone in Japan when you come from abroad?
I would say patience. Patience is it's above everything. Patience would work not just for Japan, but for everywhere around the world. In Japan, there is a lot of bureaucracy. If you're coming here as a tourist, everything would be beautiful and you would never get bored. But if you come here to live, then you do need a lot of patience because, first of all, you probably don't understand the language. You're gonna have to learn and process, and projects takes a lot of time. The Japanese tend to go around the point without never get to the point. As a half Japanese, I can say this. So,
what's the most Japanese things about you, and what is the most Italian?
Since I grew up in Italy, I would say probably my way to interact with people, my way to explain things, my way to you see, I already start to move up hands and stuff, so that would be it.
In Japanese?
Japanese, I'm usually late, so I can probably the Japanese part is slowly dying. Really like Japanese food. I never get bored of it. I really would like to be more Japanese than what I am now. It would help a lot.
What would be the thing that you want to be more Japanese?
Well, I'd like to be more in time. Like one thing that you can see in Japan, everybody is very precise about time. If you are 5 minutes early in Japan, you're late. Usually I'm right on time, so usually I'm 5 minutes late.
In 10 years, do you see Japan changing?
So Japan have to change. I'm not too sure if it will change. I think Japan kind of got stuck in the old Japan. They had like a very big growth financially and international growth after the Second World War. And since then, the bubble kind of like deflowed. Japan still kind of been surfing on that bubble that now is like kind of going away. Actually, it already went away. A lot of people, Tokyo, especially from tourists, Tokyo seems very international, but it's not actually. There is a lot of international people, but this doesn't make Tokyo an international city. They should practice maybe like English more, like so that they can communicate more. And recent start to be more open to invest in tourism, especially for like foreigner people that would like or would be interested in working in Japan. So this is actually, I think, a very good opportunity. Yeah, I would say it's a good time for Japan to be open and it doesn't have a lot of time for it.
You are living in Tokyo almost 11 years. For a tourist, what's the first place they need to check?
Tokyo is like one of those world capital, London, Hong Kong, New York. As those cities don't really represent the country. Tokyo is Tokyo. Tokyo is not Japan. So I think a good idea for a tourist to come to visit Tokyo would be see how big of a city that is. And of course there is all the iconic sightseeings, but personally one of those very good memory, you can go to this restaurant. It's a bit pricey, but if you enjoy a good drink, just go there. It's a bit hard, you're gonna have to take like few elevators just to go up, but it's totally more worth it than going to like Tokyo Skytree or Tokyo Tower, where are those very commercial touristic place. just go in this place. It's called Case Collection. It's been managed from Kei-san, which is like this famous chef and the first Japanese chef to get a 3 Michelin star in Paris. And he came back to Japan and he opened his own restaurant. I think he's on the 49th floor. And over there, you don't have to go to eat, but you can access to the bar, which they have a lovely cocktail list and lovely wines as well. And the panoramic is just atomic. It's like I should change the atomic part probably because it doesn't fit really well. It's stunning, yeah. It's an amazing panoramic, especially if you go in the evening. And what you understand by being there and having like a nice, enjoyable glass of any poison that you like. You can see the panoramic like 360 degrees. And doesn't really matter which direction are you looking the panoramic from, you will never see the end of Tokyo. So that gives you like an idea of like the scale of Tokyo. And I think is something very nice. They say you can go to eat in one restaurant for breakfast, lunch and dinner every single day for 3 years. And you will never see all the restaurants in Tokyo.
So I know a lot of people coming in Japan want to live in Japan and they need to find a job in Japan in order to get a visa. Do you have any recommendation to find a job they like in Japan?
I would say, and this kind of connects to what I said before about Japan needing to be more international. Overall, be able to speak a little bit of Japanese is helpful. So if you're planning to come to Japan, study Japanese would be a very good idea. I don't think you need to be fluent to find a good job. Of course, it depends because there is a certain type of jobs that require Japanese. But there is a lot of jobs as well that don't require Japanese. Maybe be able to speak multiple languages, apart from native language, would be helpful. And then, of course, if you are talking about Japan, it's a little bit more difficult. If we are talking about Tokyo, it's much easier. And I would recommend people to start looking for a job. Just go to hang out on those places where those type of people likes to go. Putting yourself out there and just go and have a drink. So you'll find out that Japan is very community oriented. So once you find the right community, it would kind of be easier to slide inside of like a job position. If you get a position, a work in Japan, don't try to be Japanese. A lot of people misunderstand, and unluckily it's maybe one of those things that Japan would need to improve. But I mean, this is kind of everywhere around the world. You'll never be Japanese. You can, if you're a foreigner, you'll be foreigner. And even for me, the half Japanese, half Italian, I'm still Italian here. I'm not Japanese. So, said that, I would say don't try to be Japanese, be foreigner. This doesn't mean to not respect Japanese manners or culture. Make sure to understand and to learn those. Because they always appreciate when somebody can sympathize or understand with their culture and manners. Be foreigner because most likely, if they get you, it's because you're foreigner and not Japanese. So play on those strengths, and you'll be okay.
Great. Last thing, dice challenge.
Okay.
One is you need to share a secret.
Okay. Never actually was a strong swimmer. And I actually never said this to anybody because, of course, if you say that, most likely they won't let you inside of the water. I went with a couple of friends from Sardinia, all of them pro surfer. I felt kind of like, you know, I'm in safe hands. And then they were like, oh, come on, Theo, let's go to surf. We get to the beach and the waves are 1.5 meters, 2. And you have to think that when you surf, you're swimming, therefore your head is at the same level of water. 150 to 2 meters is actually a very big wall of water coming towards you. Just to be able to leave from the beach, from the first first 20 meters from the beach, the waves weren't crashing. It took me like forever. And by trying to do that, I was like swallowing sand, water. That was terrible. And by the time I get where the water is kind of calm and waves are not coming, or at least the right wave that you can choose to take if you want, I was already like drowned. I had no energy whatsoever. I used them all to just leave the beach. I find one wave that I think, okay, I can take this. I couldn't. And I take it. I take this wave. I managed to like standing for like maybe, it felt very long, but probably was like a second or two. And then I just crash very bad. I eat like good 500-600 grams of sand. I keep rolling under the water, wave after wave still coming. And I feel like, okay, this is a very big problem. Find some kind of energy to just like go up, understanding where I am and just like push myself up. And by the time I do this, another wave come and hit me very hard. I hit with my head the surfboard and I'm a bit stunned and somehow I manage again to grab the surfboard and I'm like, okay, I really have to reach the sand, like the beach, as soon as I can, because I had no energy, no breath, like I could barely breathe and it was very hard. Wave after wave, I can start to see that the waves are actually pulling me away from the beach and not closer. And I kind of panic, so I start to paddle as hard as I can, and which you shouldn't. You should just understand when to just paddle in the right time and take the right current. And step by step, I start to see my surfboard like kind of shifting towards the rocks, far at the edge of the beach. Somehow I managed to take the right wave that really like let me pass this much from the rocks, but I also get stuck between seaweeds that were floating on the water. There is another big wave getting me and just like start rolling me under the water, but thankfully this time it just takes me to the beach, and I get to the beach where I had barely energy to like stand up. I just was face down in the beach, covered by seaweeds, looking like some kind of sea monster, you know, like.
Nice. This is indeed something that you should keep for yourself and not sharing with the family.
Yeah, Mom and Dad will watch this definitely though.
Yeah, but luckily they won't understand English, so it's okay.
True.
Will I see you again?